Soil Brothers and Soil Sisters. Oh, I don't even have Bobby soundboard hooked up. We could have had him in here with us this morning. So today is Monday, y'all. It is Monday. We have made it through another week, another fabulous weekend, and now it's time to get the week started. What's up, Sunday backyard farmer? Let me go back. Uh, Somewhere I saw some people in here. Oh, so now they have changed what a live chat is. I keep hitting the wrong button. Anyhow, I see. I don't want to unpin it. Psalms 146. What's up, Soil Sister? And Dale. Good morning, Soil Sister. Let's see. Psalms was first. Let's see who else. G Mama Grows. We got Team Happy in the building. Unicorn Lady Tech. Sunday Backyard Farmer. Soil Brother. Homesteader Rachel. What's up, Soil Family? Good morning, Lisa White. Y'all, I'm tired. I kept telling Bobby yesterday when we got home. We got home pretty early. I said, I'm tired. I was tired on the way home, but I was like, I'm tired. He said, why? You just woke up. I'm tired. I need a vacation now. I think I was stressed out a little bit through the vacation. Good morning, Shawnee. Good morning, Broke Farmer. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Yeah, it's a holiday, y'all. It's a holiday. I mean, it's a holiday every day for us, but today is a holiday. So happy Memorial Day to everyone. It is Monday, May 29th. Today is the day before our actual anniversary. Our anniversary is tomorrow. Hey, EJ Milton. But we had a safe and wonderful trip. This morning I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Like, I wasn't prepared for a herb or, to have our medicinal Monday chat. And y'all know I always, usually me and Bobby listen to, how many plant trees did y'all bring back? We wasn't supposed to bring any back. We wasn't supposed to, but we did. We did. A lot. So, we watch Fridays with Tab and Chance every week. And this week we were in Daytona this weekend, and I didn't take the time to listen to it. But this morning when Thor and I went on our walk, I listened to it. And it was about mental health. And we all know how important mental health is to all of us. Not to most of us, but to all of us. We did talk a couple weeks about some of the herbs you can use to help with your mental health. But this morning when I listened to Tab and Chance, and mainly Chance carried this conversation. But man, I have pinned that video in this chat. I've pinned it and I shared it on my community tab because that was a great video. That was a great, and these conversations need to be had because, most people that's having these mental issues, like Tab said, they think that tomorrow is going to be worse than the day. Like they can never see it coming to an end or things getting better. But in my heart, I think long as we keep having these positive conversations and constantly reminding each other and people that we are here, we are human, we love you, and it's gonna get better. We need these constant reminders. So these conversations to me are important. Thankfully, I have a positive mindset most of the time. But to hear some of Chan's stories, and it's like, wow, now that he say that, and I won't tell his story because for one, he is writing a book. For two, he did tell it himself on Friday. So, I encourage anybody to go back and watch that video. It is amazing. But um, while we moving around in this world, which is so unpredictable, we have to keep in mind that mental illness is real. And the scary part is we don't know what one person to the next or the next, whether it's man, woman, or child or anything. We don't know what anybody is thinking or going through. And that's what make the world scary. We see what's going on. We hear these stories um, in the news. I've kind of stayed away from Facebook for the most part, but now I'm back on Facebook, mainly for Black Tropical. But I have built up some of my friend following on my personal page again. And then I think it was Saturday, and two people, two good friends lost their life on Saturday. I'm only 44. So to constantly hear the bad shootings or, you know, violent stories of violence that people go through, it's sad. It's heartbreaking. You know, to it hurt to lose someone once they get older. You understand that, but man, like to just think about all the mental issues people go through. So what I love the most about Tab and Chance conversation on Friday that I just listened to this morning was how they spoke about when people say you need help. You need help. Basically, they saying you need to go get you some counseling, and they said, but when you think about help or that counseling, it look different for everybody. So going and sitting down and talking to somebody, a stranger, hey, team happy, that's not what that somebody needing help always mean. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Um, Getting help can also be some of the things that, you don't even think about, honestly. The only thing that everyone in this world has in common is suffering. That's sad and yep. Um, just watched it. That was a powerful video. Um, and when they say help, your form of counseling, what is that? What's gonna calm your mind? What's gonna calm your soul? What's gonna bring you back in that happy place? Is it some movie? Is it music? Is it going to the gym, out in your garden, planting some plants? What is it? So a lot of people, they had from those two words, mental illness or mental health. And it's so important to all of us because every day we should want to make sure that our loved ones or our people are good. And I'm my husband and I, we have to do better with making sure everybody's good. We try to make sure people are good. We try to keep up with our people and just to say hello or what you up to. But sometimes you do need to ask, are you okay? The simple question, are you okay today? Because sometimes if you don't ask, people don't just say, look, you say, yo, what's up? How you doing? Or how was your weekend? And it's like, my weekend was great. But you never say, are you okay? You know. And most of the time when people say, are you okay? First thing somebody think is something wrong. Well, no, I'm just making sure, you're good. Some people say, yeah, I'm great. Some people will say, hey, I need to talk or I'm going through it. So this is what community, um, you know, make community important. It's good to know that you have support. It's a whole bunch of us out here in this virtual world, but we are all real. Hey, grow what I eat. Thank you, Soil brother. It is going great, going great. We are all living in this world, trying to survive, trying to be the best that we can be. So to know that we have a whole community, I know it feels great to me to know that y'all, our soil brothers and soil sisters, got Bobby and I back. I'm sure Bobby appreciate the fact that We have some great people in this community that we have met in real life. And all of this play on your mental health. You know, it add or take away from your mental health. It's all positive. It's all good. Y'all speak life into us. We learn every day. Um, we share about the different things we growing, and it feel good to us. It's like, man, and sometimes you get that email that say, I needed that. I needed that. Thank you. That's adding more positivity to your psyche, to your mental well-being, your mental health. So, you know, as we go on today, Memorial Day is a holiday. Holidays can be very stressful. Um, our anniversary is tomorrow, which can be stressful because it's like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna cook? Are we gonna go out to eat? What are we gonna do? We just gonna chill. It's kind of stressful because it's like today is a special day. Today is the day that my husband and I became one, you know, in the legal world. But we've always lived as one, we've always moved as a team. But now today is our anniversary. Tomorrow is our anniversary. So what do? I'm not gonna stress. It's another day that we are blessed to share another turn around this world together so we can keep working at growing old together. You know, Tomorrow I plan to get up and do something better than what I did today. I got another chance. God see fit. I have another chance to get it right. Yes, it's a wonderful community to know we have this community. I just love being part of such an amazing community. It's a beautiful community, and to see y'all in the chat and to comment on videos, or when y'all comment on videos, or when you put out videos and we watch them, for the most part, you say, okay, this person is old. I just told Bobby the other day, I hadn't seen or heard from somebody. And I said, I text this person because I hadn't heard from them or seen any videos or anything in a while. So I said, now I'm kind of worried. So I text them. But then I did notice that they put out a video. So I was like, okay, that's good. That's good. Thank you, TS and Associate. Um, but sometimes people feel so alone in this world. You put these videos out and you commenting on each other's stuff, and deep down inside, you're not okay. Of course, you don't want to just do a video and tell the whole world that I'm not okay. But sometimes you can. Now, when you do tell people that you're not okay, don't expect people to react the way you would react to I'm not okay. You cannot control the way people respond to things, but don't let anybody make you feel like you not being okay is not right, because those are your feelings. And nobody know your feelings better than you and that man upstairs. So if you decide to tell people that, hey, I'm not okay and I need to talk, or I need something, you know, blessed with another day to get it right. That's right. That's what every day is. Every day. I changed my title like 3 times this morning, I think. But then once I went walking and I listened to that video, I was like, man, like mental health can be such a scary topic, but the way Tab and Chance spoke about it, it wasn't anything scary about it or sensitive about it. They told their truths. They told things they had went through, and it's like, wow, I didn't even think about that. Like most people think mental health is or suicidal people, or we look at mental health as they just crazy. No, they're not crazy. It's a disease. It is a disgusting disease that some people can't control. But what is mental health? What is it really about? You'll say fast that I've never had thoughts of, taking my own life or other things. Well, listen at Chance tell his story. and then put it all together, it'll make you think, oh wow, I've never thought about that. So, don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to know exactly what somebody going through or feel what somebody going through. I know how it feel to do this, that, and the third that you've never had the experience. So you don't know that feeling. Or you don't have a relationship with somebody like somebody else had, but you know how they feel. So you almost want to shut their feelings down because you know better. But if you've never been through it, you know, how can you say that you know better? So, just think about other people and their feelings as we get through this day and this week in this life. Um, it's a chemical imbalance can come and go like depression and anxiety. For others, they struggle long term. Long term. Some people just, and they don't even know it. They just moving on in life to what's normal for them and what is so abnormal for a whole lot of people. So all I ask is, as we go through this day, keep each other in mind, pray for each other. I always say, smile when you're in the store. I know some people can make you feel like, "Argh," but just say, hey, maybe they're not having a good day today. And I'm not gonna add to that, you know, I'm not gonna add to them being in a bad mood. Just say, hey, they having a bad mood today. It's okay. Just smile. Speak to them. Some people ain't gonna speak to you. They're gonna look at you like, I don't know that person. That's okay. Just smile, speak, and keep it moving. Because that can be very contagious. Positivity is contagious and negativity is too. You don't want negative rubbing off on anybody. And if you can be the one that helps somebody that they feel better, do it. Just by smiling. Just by saying, hey, say something nice about them. You know, your hair is pretty today. Oh, I love your shoes. Or something simple. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't take but a second. But just think and remember that mental illness is real. Mental health, we all struggle with mental health. And somehow we just got to learn how to deal with it. And talking to people, checking on people. I just saw Lynette say that. Checking on people. We all need to check on each other from time to time. It's simple. It's simple. Some people don't, they feel like they all alone in this world. Nobody is alone in anything in this world. Nobody. Share something with them. A tomato that I'm about to go harvest. A bean, a pepper, or something. Seeds. We got seeds everywhere. Something. Share a happy, upbeat story, or smile, a song. You don't even have to, let me tell you, it's so many songs out here that can speak to you. Man, it's like, I felt that. Share a song. Post it on your wall, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Share something positive. You don't have to touch but one person. And trust me, you will touch one person, whether you know they tell you that, oh my God, that made my day or whatever. Share that with one person. Take a picture of yourself smiling. Share it. Share it. Take a picture in your happy space and share it. Your dogs, anything. Make some, and it'll make somebody's day. Chickens, animals are happy creatures. They can make people happy. A smile can make people happy. You know, a positive song can make people happy. I shared something today. It was a scary title, but a happy conversation about mental health. So think about that as you go on. Hey, Yankee sister, I heard seeds. Uh-oh. Think about it as you go on today. Hey, Riri Real Star, and try to get through this week because we all have those battles that sometimes we don't know how to fight them. So be intentional about being positive. or not letting somebody steal your joy, because it's a lot of that. Sharing is caring, and sharing can be very simple. So that is our homework for the week. Our homework for the week is positivity, fighting mental illness, working on mental health, you know, everything positive. Even when I always see the good in something. I'm just like, I know this can happen, but I know that man upstairs is willing and able. So I'm going to put this positive in my mind, and this is not going to happen. It's going to all be good. We're going to get through it. It's going to be an amazing week. Let me tell y'all, we came home with some stuff this week. Whole lot of stuff that we wasn't supposed to come home with. But because who we are and what we do, we did what we love to do. Orlando Gardner gave me a plant. I was so happy when he brought that plant back up there. Let me tell you, I felt like I felt so, being on his property just felt great. Man, it was like goosebumps. But he gave me a plant. When I looked up and I saw he had red berries on his tree, I said, I'm after this plant over here, this tree over here, because I want to eat these Jamaican cherries. Everybody need a Jamaican cherry in their life. I'm just saying. I know everybody can't grow them, but they are very sensitive plants. But he had a bunch of red cherries on there. I picked those red cherries and ate them. I said, man. And then he turned around and gave me a tree. I said, turned around and told that tree, I said, look, you got to speak life into your plants the same way you do each other or your animals or whatever else. I told that tree, I said, I had a moment. I said, you are beautiful. You are amazing. And I was cleaning it up. Everything. Nothing but positive words. Don't tell it nothing. Don't speak death into nothing. All week. When you have that moment, even when you go there, just say, oh, I'm sorry. Rephrase it. We all mess up. Rephrase it. Speak life into everything. Life is great. We are still here to get it right. Life is great. Some people don't have the mental capacity to do that. But we have the mental capacity to help them, get there. They say something negative, give them something positive back. Give it back to them. Just smile at them. Yeah, pray over your plants. That's right, Riri. I was praying over that thing. I said, you are beautiful. You are kind. You are sweet. Lord, because them cherries taste so good. So, mental illness is real, but we are here. Hey, Grand Acre, we are here for each other. I always have my husband back. That is my job and my duty. We're going to always have y'all back because we are SoilFamily and life is great. We're going to grow these groceries together. We're going to keep sharing everything. It's going to be amazing. It's more work to do positive. It's easy to be negative. Yeah. It is. It is. My husband always say drama is loud. So that's why you hear so much of the negative, because it's so loud. We can drown it out. Just keep being positive. Keep being positive. I'm telling you, every morning that we get up out that bed and put your feet on the ground, the devil say, God, here she come. Here they come. Here he come. Here we come. All positive thoughts. I thought going on this vacation this weekend, I said, I'm going to stay in Daytona because we further away from all of the good nurseries. We ain't going, we ain't doing this. We just going to chill. All I want to hear is the waves and blah, blah, this. We did. And then Saturday, Bobby said, well, we rest all day yesterday, so let's get out today and do. And I said, first thing came to mind was Nick's edible. Let's go shopping. And we did. We did. So we're working on a video to put out what we came back with. Good morning, Fresh and Fire. It was an amazing weekend, as always. I got past, once the wind calmed down, let me tell y'all, it looked like somebody threw something all over our car, but it was salt water. It was filled with salt water, like the car was underwater or something, but it was just from the wind blowing. Once the toilet calmed down on rocking, it got a lot better. But we did travel to Orlando. We were able to see some friends. We went and saw the Orlando gardener. So if y'all don't know the Orlando gardener, y'all need to get to know him. Get to know him. This man can teach anybody how to grow mangoes. Amazing. Even his passion fruit. I like the size of Bobby. Y'all know how big Bobby head is? The passion fruit are huge. Moringa everywhere. Jamaican cherry, dragon fruit. Amazing. I'm telling you. Could you see each other on the way? We could see each other. We could see each other. We could. Bobby got a new banana plant. Look, we got mango. We're going to try some green mangoes with y'all and let y'all know what green mangoes taste like. Orlando Garden, let me tell y'all, that man and his wife, first when we pulled up, the baby was hanging out the window smiling. Smiling. He a baby. He was just grinning and smiling at Bobby. Then I went over there. He was just grinning and smiling. The cutest little baby. Then he held his arms out for me to take. I said, "Oh, hold on. Let me put this stuff down. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you since you reaching for me. I gotta hold you." I mean, everything about stopping by Orlando Gardner was like whew, a breath of fresh air. Everything. Seeing those mangoes dripping. I kept saying mangoes dripping from the tree. He gave us green mango. He said my kids love them. So y'all tried and see. We were able to harvest the first mango of the season from his property and bring it home with us. He didn't say, "Well, let's share this now," or because I don't know, I'm a little mango crazy now. I would have been like, "Yeah, but the next mango I send to y'all." But no, he said, "Y'all pull that mango and take it with you. That's yours." That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing because that just showed the kindness of this world, and it's amazing. But we did come home with plants. Even Home Depot gave us a plant. Girl, Home Depot was like, "You want a free plant?" And I'm like, "I don't need no more plants, girl." I sure do. And I brought that plant home. So we have videos. We'll work on the videos and get them out this week. It's gonna be a busy week. Checking on the bees and all the animals do great when we go home. We came home to a lot of vegetables that need to be harvested, which I'm gonna work on now. I do want to go to bed, but I'm gonna go and harvest this stuff, and then I'm gonna chill the rest of the day. It's kind of gloomy here, so I don't know. I'm in Bobby mode. I just want to be lazy. So you may have missed Psalm 140. Psalms. Oh yeah, my Edo is sprouting. I see it peeking out of the pot. 2 pots. I planted 3 pots of Edo. I see 2 pots peeking out. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. But remember, y'all, this I'm not gonna stay on here. I'm about to get off. I want y'all to go back and watch Fridays with Tab and Chance. Home Depot gave me a free plant. Yes, they did. She was like, "Pick up this free plant." Okay, I brought it home. And it's a cute little plant. I'm gonna grow it up. Please go back and watch Fridays with Tab and Chance. That was a great episode. Mental illness is real. Your mental health is important, and mental health looks so different for everybody. We got to be a little more sensitive to the world and not just assume what we want to assume. Hey, my fly family. Um, but positivity this week. Life is great. We got another day to get it right. So let's work on it. Getting right. Today is a holiday, Memorial Day. You know, make the best of it. Plant some seeds. Get out there, look at your garden, pray over it. Talk. positivity and to speak life into your garden so it can flourish and feed your family and friends. It's going to be an amazing summer. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can see it in our plants. So I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for us. See, Psalms just dropped Soil Family. So, here at Black Tropical, you can type Soil Family, one word in the chat, and Nightbot will shout you out. You can type joke, and Nightbot will tell a joke for you. So, y'all, I pinned it at the top of this chat, and I dropped it in the community tab this morning. Fridays with Tab and Chance. It was powerful. I think you can find it on Facebook and YouTube. Like, a lot of their stories are amazing. A lot of their stories are hilarious. They told a story about a falcon while they were. Please remember what this holiday means. Yes, you should know what every holiday means, and not just look at the fact that it's a holiday. Know what they mean, all of them, especially this one. They told a story about when they were in Dubai and they visit with the falcon. That was a hilarious story, but it's true. I'm telling y'all, speak life into things. Tabitha spoke life into that falcon. It did its thing. So y'all go check them out. We love watching them, listening to their take on things or what they have been through. What I love the most about Tab and Chance as a couple is they don't make it all look perfect. They don't act like, oh, we just, I saw this future in being a movie star or this, that, and the third, and we hit it on the head. No. They talk about the years and years, 20 years or so of struggles, things they went through or things they go through to get to where they at. So they don't just make it seem all perfect. They let you know, life has been happening and we never gave up. Tab spoke a lot of life into what she wanted and what she wanted for her husband. And he in return spoke life into what she wanted, what he wanted, you know, from his wife, from his kids. And now they are doing great. But I love listening to their stories because they let you know that things happen and they're not always happy with each other. And, it's everything is not all fun and games. Life be life, and it sure do. Life be life and hard sometimes, but we get through it. And that's what's important. How we get through. How do we handle life? Being positive. Thinking about other people's mental well-being. Check on your folks because they are not all okay. Everything that look good to you ain't good for you, or everything that look good ain't good, however you want to put it. But mental health is real, and we need to check on each other more than what we do, or think about each other more than what we do. Mental well-being. I watch them all the time. Yeah, they can be hilarious. They are. So y'all enjoy this day. I don't know what your weather look like, but ours doesn't look too good. I went for my walk this morning, me and Thor, and I just want to go to bed. But I'm gonna get these tomatoes before anything else. Not anybody, but anything decide to get these tomatoes and figure out what are we gonna cook. Super fun. Good morning, Soil Family. So y'all have a blessed and amazing week. We shall see y'all in these virtual streets. I gotta stop saying on YouTube. Uh-oh. Okay. Y'all have a blessed day and don't let nobody steal your joy.